Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Colton, and today's video is all about granting you permission to do photography and not make a single dime. Now, you don't actually need my permission to do this, but that is what I am providing you today because there are a lot of content creators out there, there are a lot of photographers out there, and there are a lot of people in your life, be they friends, family, whatever, that will really pressure you to make money doing photography. And it might not always be direct pressure, it might just be comments that are made. And this is not atypical. I mean, in today's world, if you develop a skill and you acquire enough equipment, people are going to start to suggest that you try to find a way to make money doing that thing that you're half decent at. And there's a lot of pressure to monetize your hobbies. And there's also a lot of kind of romanticism and glorification of taking a hobby and turning it into a career. But I kind of want to be devil's advocate here and speak to the opposite side, where I am maybe suggesting that monetizing your hobby kind of sucks and it makes your hobby not fun anymore, and it kind of sucks all the joy out of what you used to take from doing photography or any other hobby. I mean, this could apply to someone who paints, someone who does ceramics, axe throwing, motorcycle racing, whatever it may be. There are ways you could probably make money doing it, and people will certainly encourage you to do so. But I will speak from my perspective, and I think this relates to a lot of people as well, where I'm willing to bet 90%, if not 99% of you, probably did not start photography because you thought, hey, this is a great way for me to make money, right? You probably started photography because it was fun, there was something interesting about it, maybe it felt like a creative outlet that you could be creative, make art in. Maybe you had a newborn and you wanted to, start documenting your lives. Whatever it may be, it was for personal gratification. It was for creating something fun, something memorable, and likely not at all related to money. But as you acquired that equipment, acquired that skill, shared some of the images that you took, people started to reach out to you because they thought, I need family photos taken. Hey, I know someone who has a camera. Colton's got a camera. Hey, would you be willing to take some family photos? We'll pay you. Hey, we need some senior portraits done. We'll pay you. I'm getting engaged. Would you come take photos of the engagement? We'll pay you. Or it may have even been things like, your photos are really great. Have you ever thought about trying to make a career out of that? I really like your concert photos. You should reach out, see if you can get on with a band and go tour with them or work for a venue as the photographer. And it's like, okay, well, some people might enjoy doing that and some people might find success doing that. But then I'm no longer doing it for me anymore. I'm no longer doing it because I enjoy it. It's relieving stress from my workday. It's a great outlet for me to be creative. Now I'm doing it as a job or as a side gig. And the money ain't free, folks. Now, we all know that, right? You have to have developed some skill. You have to have financed your own equipment. You have to spend the time shooting and editing and delivering the photos. But you're also paying in additional stress because anytime money is involved, stress is involved. And sometimes, the stress can be pretty high. As long as the money outweighs the amount of stress you have to deal with, most folks are willing to accept that in their job, right? You might be in a high stress sales job, but you're sticking with it because you make a lot of money. And so you're willing to accept that trade-off. Generally, if you're in a high stress job and you're not making a lot of money or not being compensated in some other way, if you have the option, you usually don't stick around. You go looking for some other job. Now, there's nothing wrong with enjoying the work that you do. I have a job and I really enjoy the work that I do, and I am very passionate about the work that I do. But the work that I do in that job is not fully for me. It's for a company. It's building that company's brand. It's building that company's profits. And they share a little bit of that with me in the form of benefits and compensation and job security. And so I like what I do and I don't mind it. But I'm not really creating something for myself, right? And that's where photography comes in. Photography is an outlet for me now to challenge myself and to be creative and to create things that I specifically want to create. And then push myself to try to get into a gallery if I want to. But also to take pictures of my friends and to enjoy my life and have photos to document that. But there was a time where I was also doing it as a side gig and actively pushing hard to make that my full-time career. And I'll tell you, when I was doing that, I was not shooting much for myself because I was shooting for clients frequently. And it's like I'm working a full-time job and then I'm working a second full-time job doing photography. The last thing I want to do at the end of the week is pick my camera back up and go shoot something for fun. Because I've already been shooting with my camera all week and I've already been editing all week and now I want something different. Right? And so, but I don't have that hobby to go to because I made my hobby just another job that I have to do. You see what I mean? So again, there's nothing wrong with doing photography as a career. It is a very challenging career to be successful in, but there's nothing wrong with making that effort and trying to be successful as a photographer and make your living as a photographer. But it can absolutely ruin the fun part. And it can absolutely take that time away from you doing photography as an art form, as a passion, as a stress reliever, whatever it may be. So I want to give you permission to say, hey, I'm choosing photography because I like doing it and I don't want to make money. I don't want to monetize it. I just want to have fun. And I just want to make images that I enjoy, have a great time doing it. And I have permission from Colton online to say, no, I won't accept your gig, right? And they'll say, oh, Colton? Oh, of course. Well, we're so sorry that we offered it to you. But for real, I want to give you permission to say, I've decided, and you can always undecide, but I've decided that for now, photography is my hobby, it's my passion, but it is not my second job. And just enjoy photography as you would going and throwing axes or bowling or hiking, whatever it may be. You can just enjoy it and not have to make money. And that does not make you less of a talented photographer. It does not make you less of a successful photographer. It makes you a photographer who knows what they want out of photography and is willing to turn down anything that is not part of what you want to do. So you got permission from me. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. I know there's a lot of opinions on this type of subject, so do drop them down in the comments and we'll talk about it. But if you enjoyed the video, if you got anything out of it, do give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button and that'll keep you in the know for when the next video drops. But for now, I'm Colton. I'll see you in the next one.